Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Johnny Richards for Samford Sports Network here in the Pete Hanna Center in Birmingham, Alabama on the campus of Samford University. And joining me is
Callie Talby.
Callie, what are we on tap for here tonight?
Well, we're here and Samford is about to take on Northwestern State. It should be an interesting game. Samford just came off of the game against Tennessee Tech and they won. It'll be interesting to see how much energy they come back with. Katie Niesler had an incredible game against Tennessee Tech, so we should look for her for more kills and just to lead the team.
Yes, definitely. She is back in the starting lineup. And the rest of that starting lineup for the Bulldogs is number 1, TJ Russell, number 7, Erin Bogner, number 9, as we already mentioned, Katie Niesler, number 10, Erica Pfeiffer, number 11, Kiana Wicks, number 12, Grace Teisman, number 13, Gabby Greenwald. And then for the Northwestern State Demons, we have number 1, Channing Burleson, number 3, Courtney Seaton, number 7, Madeline Drake, number 8, Lauren Agon, number 9, Alexis Warren, number 11, Natalie Yeager, and number 15, Abby Gardia. And that'll round out the starting lineups for tonight. They are getting ready to send the opening service of the match, and I believe we are going to have the Demons serve first. We'll see here in a minute, but the refs are taking their place now, and all that separates us from the first set of this match is a few moments. So on the floor, out of that starting 7, there actually will be 6 because the libero is included in the starting lineup. So we got number 12, Grace Teisman, number 13, Gabby Greenwald, 10, Erica Pfeiffer, 7, Eric Bogner, and number 11, Kiana Wicks for the Bulldogs, actually on the court to start off with. And then for back serving to start the match for the Northwestern State Demons is number 11, Natalie Yeager. Southpaw delivers, and we're underway. Erica Pfeiffer with the set, and Gabby Greenwald sends it just a little long, and Northwestern State opens the scoring and is on the board first. Got some kinks to work out here in the opening, but Kaylee, what are you looking forward to seeing this evening?
Well, with Northwestern, we have Lauren Agan, who in the last 2 games, she's had 17 kills each. And then also Channing Burleson leads the team with 86 digs. So it should be a really good game tonight.
Yes, indeed. She sounds like she's taking care of work, does Agan. So that's going to be a net violation on the Bulldogs. And Northwestern State's going to keep on serving. And the southpaw, and Yeager's going to take her spot again and wait on the ref to signal when to go. And here's the serve. Bogner with the dig, Pfeiffer with the set. Gabby Greenwald hits the block, and it goes down. That's the first kill of the game for the Bulldogs, first point as well. And the libero, number 12, Grace Teisman, is back to serve for the first time for the Bulldogs. And she must have a little bit of nervous energy and hits that one long. So the score is now 3-1. And number 2 for Northwestern is going to serve. So that's a sub, Kylie Spencer. Pfeiffer with the set for the Bulldogs. And Erin Bogner, a lot of build up, gets the tap over to keep it going. And Niesler with the dig, Pfeiffer with the set. Gabby Greenwald off the top of the block, and it drops again. So Gabby picking up where she left off this afternoon, as she had a good number of kills this afternoon, and she has the first 2 tonight. And so a sub, Maddie, number 16, is coming in, and she serves it for the Bulldogs. And I did not see who got the kill there, but looks like the refs are going to say that they're over the line, so the kill does not count, and Samford actually gets the point. So Maddie Newsom is back to serve again, and it is up, it's over, and the Demons are hitting it back. Piper with the set for the Bulldogs. Bogner with the kill attempt, and it is a little out. Looks like everybody's just a little nervous thus far. What do you think, Kelly?
Got to work the nerves out. Just the Bulldogs just need to calm down on the court and play their game, and they should be fine.
Couldn't agree more. They took care of business in 3 sets earlier, or in 4 sets, excuse me.
And there's a Bulldog point.
Indeed. The spike there from Katie Nielsen. Keep saying Nielsen. I apologize. And the Demons, with the kill attempt, just goes a little wide. And that's another point for the Bulldogs as they take the first lead of the game, 5-4. And Aaron Bogner is back to serve again. The senior hits it just a little low into the net, and the Demons will take back over possession. Bogner is a senior out of St. Louis, Missouri. JMC major, journalism, mass communications. Definitely seen her around the halls. Piper with the set. And Katie with the bomb of a kill right there. She had a slew of them in the match earlier today, and she will look to continue that dominance here this evening. KJ Russell with the serve for the Bulldogs, and the Demons put it away. Number 7, Madeline Drake with an absolute bomb. Let's see here, we got number 9 for Northwestern State making the serve now, Alexis Warren. She serves across. Bogner with the dig. Piper with the set. And Katie hits it just a little long. And Northwestern State will keep on serving. So Drake's back there to serve again. Middle blocker. Newsom with the dig. Piper with the set. And Wicks had the kill attempt. It was dug out well by the Demons. Piper with the set for the Bulldogs. Bogner with the kill attempt, and it's dug out well again. Great point we have here. Oh, and the setter went on 2 there for the Demons. And it's blocked by the Demons. And Kiana Wicks gets the ball to fall down. Great rally there.
It was a great rally. Both teams, their defense, were just doing work and really getting the ball up.
Yes, we had some great digs there from both teams, and now Piper serves it for the Bulldogs, and it's dug out by the Demons. I believe they called a lift there on the setter for Northwestern State. Miss Yager, number 11. So now Piper will continue serving, try to extend the Samford lead, and just a little tentative on the serve, hits the net. Northwestern State will get the ball back here as they make a few subs. Number 4 is coming in, Bailey Martin, and she will serve it for the Demons out of the top left corner of the court. Piper with the set, and it is sent back. The Demons there, number 3, Courtney Seaton, making her first big impact of the game. And with that point, Northwestern State retakes the lead, 9-8. It's back across to the Bulldogs. Piper with the set. Gabby Greenwald gets it to fall again, so that's already 3 kills here early for her. And that'll be huge because last match, as I previously had mentioned, and you had mentioned as well, Kaylee, that Katie had really, number 9 for the Bulldogs, Katie Niesler, had really had just dominated for the offensive side, and she serves it now. And a great save of a great block again by the Northwestern State Demons. And Aaron Bogner gets it to fall on the kill there.
And Katie Niesler with the serve again.
And it's across, and the Demons dig it out again. Number 11 with the set. And it is up. Erica Pfeiffer had the dig set, and it's off the top of the block. 11 with the set for the Demons. A great dig there by Niesler. Erin Bogner looks to let it fall again, and she gets the spike. And that's 2 kills in a row. And a momentary pause as we're getting a little shoe tie. So early thoughts this far, Kaylee?
Well, both teams are doing really well. I think Samford needs to calm down, pace themselves, and just play their game well, and they'll have a chance against Northwestern.
And just after you say that, a little miscommunication happens. So
Yes.
definitely need to settle it back on down and get into that rhythm they found in that first match of the day this afternoon, as they ended up dropping that opening set. So that might end up being the case here. We don't know, obviously. Can't predict the future. But Bogner with the dig there. Piper with the set, and back to Bogner off the top of the block for the Demons, and they'll retain possession, and they try for the kill themselves. It keeps the ball alive to the Bulldogs, and Niesler hits it up, and it is dug out well by the Demons. Off the top of the block from the Bulldogs. Piper with the set. Gabby Greenwald tries to punch it over, and defense was just ready for that one. Oh, and Grace with a nice dig there. The Demons were ready, and they put it away. That's number 3. Once more, Courtney Seaton starting to make her presence felt a little bit there in the middle. Now back to serve is number 11 for Northwestern State, Katie Yager, or Natalie Yager, excuse me. Erin Bogner looks to kill, and she hits it just a little long. And with that, Northwestern State retakes the lead, 12-11. A lot of back and forth action here. I think that's the 5th lead change already. Yager serves again. Bogner with the dig. Piper with the set. Back to Bogner, but it's dug out by the libero for Northwestern State. And couldn't quite get it up enough. It was Katie Niesler on the Bulldog defense there, but valiant attempts indeed. So Yager will keep serving for Northwestern State. The Demons will look to try and extend their lead. Bogner with the dig, Piper with the set. And Gabby Greenwald gets it to hit that back line, to the ire of the Demon coaching staff over there. And so Grace, number 12, the libero for the Bulldogs, serves it short with a little change up. Tried to see if she couldn't catch the defense off guard. But it's back to the Bulldogs, and Bogner hits it off the block, and it's down for the kill. So Bogner, who was just a steady force that first match this afternoon, really has come on pretty strong here to start off the match. And TJ Russell, again, gets a great kill there. She did that a few times this afternoon as an errant dig attempt right there by the Demons. And Erin Bogner sends it back. The Demons dig it back out, and they have possession again, and they send it back to the Bulldogs, and Piper with the set. TJ Russell off the top of the block, but the Demons keep it moving, and TJ Russell blocks it, and it's down. The crowd loved that one. They exploded when that ball hit the floor. That was great. Yager with the set for the Demons, and it's over. Dug out by Bogner. Gabby Greenwald looks to put it away, but it's just a little long. The Demons make a substitute here. It's number 2 coming in for number 8. That is Callie Spencer coming back in, and she's going to serve it for the Demons. She does so, and Niesler digs it out. Piper with the set, and this Gabby Greenwald looks to put it away, and it's dug out by the Demons, and it's put up, and they're going to try and put it away themselves, but it's dug again by Niesler. Over to Bogner, and she is stuffed at the net by 15 for the Demons, and that is Abby Guardia. Making her presence felt for the first time. Demons serve it. Niesler digs it. Great save by Pfeiffer, and Greenwald sends it over. The Demons are stuffed to the net, but they retain possession, and they're going to try once more, and Aaron Bogner was there for the save of the Samford Bulldog defense, but Niesler hits it just a little long. Looks like we just hit one in and get the yips on the next one. Pfeiffer with the set. Gabby Greenwald puts it away, and she and Bogner are desperately trying to lead the offensive charge here for the Bulldogs.
And they are doing just that. I would look for more sets to Bogner throughout the game. She's just been killing it this first match.
Definitely. And Newsom is in now to serve for the Bulldogs, and she does so. A little float, trying to catch the defense off guard, maybe mess up their timing, and almost did so, but they hit it off the side of the block. And it went out of bounds, so that'll go point to Northwestern State, and they retake the lead, 17-16 now. And the libero, number 1, Channing Burleson, is serving now for the Demons. And it is just long. Almost had a mix-up there from the line judge. Realized she put up the wrong sign for a second. And now in for serve for the Samford Bulldogs is Alana Scouten. And she, her running jump serve, diving as it does, but to no avail as the Demons put it away. That is number 3 once more for Northwestern State, Courtney Seaton, and that is her 3rd kill. And she really trying to make a big difference there in the middle. 14 now serves it for the Demons. Pfeiffer with the set for the Bulldogs. And it is just in. Wow, that could not have been in by much, but line judge said it was in, and so number 9, Katie Niesler gets the kill there, and now TJ Russell, will go back to serve for the Bulldogs. And the Demons hit it into the net there. That's number 9, Alexis Warren. Couldn't quite get under the ball enough. And there's going to be a timeout on the court. And Kayla, you were saying earlier, a really interesting thing about this team that Samford is playing in Northwestern State is they have a name that a lot of Samford people will recognize. Yes,
their assistant coach, Alicia Roth, was a former Samford Bulldog. She played volleyball for 4 years. She graduated in 2013, and she was a captain her senior year. So she's welcome back onto this court tonight as a Demon.
Yes, it's a little weird seeing her not in the red and blue, but rather the black and purple tonight. So Bulldog fans out there, I'm sure, are spotting that name and said, "Oh, I definitely remember her." So some fond memories indeed.
And Northwestern State has a very young team. They have 6 newcomers this year. They have 4 starters returning, and they lost 2 of their starters. So it's kind of interesting to see this team of underclassmen really take on a big role defensive-wise, and they are just doing – the defense is really present out there tonight for Northwestern.
Right, yes, and that's a almost complete opposite of Samford. They only have – the Bulldogs only have 2 freshmen on the entire roster. They have 1 redshirt freshman as well, but they are very veteran-laden and are very experienced. TJ Russell serves it across as we're back in action. The Demons set it, go for the kill attempt, and it is up from the Samford defense, and Niesler kills it again. So she is
Looks like she's getting back into her game.
Yes, definitely. Finding that rhythm that she just was in that zone that first match of the day. Russell serves it across once more. Libero digs it, and they try to go on 2, and it's up. And Niesler tries to see if she can't extend the lead, but it's dug out by the Demons, and only momentarily as they hit it into the net, and Russell will continue serving. but not before the Demons take another timeout. And the lead now is 3 for the Bulldogs. It is 21-18 here in this first set in the Pete Hanna Center here in Birmingham, Alabama. And you're watching the Samford Sports Network. But just to finish off that point that we were talking about, as far as just straight experience goes, the Bulldogs have multiple returning starters. I think they've only lost, actually, they're returning all of their starters from last year, now that I'm thinking about it. And they have a slew of seniors and a decent amount of juniors as well to really just bolster that roster.
In the coming games and seasons, I think we need to look to freshman Grace Teasman. She's a true freshman out of Wheaton, Illinois. She's the defensive specialist, and she has just made her presence out there these games, just really getting the ball up and helping the team out defensively.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah, a true freshman, and she has played some valuable, well, I don't say minutes in volleyball, but definitely been out there for some really important points, and is a starter for the Bulldogs at libero. And now we're back in action. Russell serves it off the top of the net, and it's over. And the Demons look to try and put it away, but the Bulldogs keep it alive. But only for a moment, as it eventually drops for the Demons. And so now that lead has shrunk to 2 here, as Northwestern State will look to try and see if they can't, at minimum, tie it up here in this opening set. They serve it across. Newsom with the dig. Pfeiffer with the set. And it is blocked at the net by the Demons. Pfeiffer with the set again. And Niesler couldn't quite get the defense to bite on that fake spike attempt, and the Demons get the point. Couldn't quite tell who had the touch hit there, but definitely a well-placed ball by the Demons. And they will continue serving, now the score being 21-20 in Samford's favor. Off the top of the net and over, and the Bulldogs keep it alive. Back to the Demons. And it is up, and Bogner tries to end it right there, but great dig by 14 of the Demons. Pfeiffer with another set. Kiana Wicks is stuffed at the net. Pfeiffer with another set. Bogner finally puts it away. That's a great point. And now the Bulldogs will make a substitute, and Gabby Greenwald will come in for Maddie Newson. So that's senior for senior. A very rare thing in the SoCon Conference, as not many teams can say that they have seniors ready to come in off the bench. A great dig there by Pfeiffer. And Gabby Greenwald sends it back over to Northwestern State. They try to end the point, but Pfeiffer digs it out again, and Niesler sends it up, dug out by the Demons, and it's over back to the Bulldogs. Pfeiffer with the set. Niesler with the hit, but it's hit, or it is partially blocked by the block at the net, and the Bulldogs have it back, and Niesler gets another chance, and it's stuffed at the net. Wicks with the hit. Pfeiffer with the set. Gabby Greenwald again. Another kill for Gabby. I believe that is her 5th already. And she and Erin Bogner, as we had previously mentioned, really setting the tone offensively early for the Bulldogs here in this first set. And Erica Pfeiffer will now serve, number 10, the senior. And it is just wide. So Northwestern State will get the ball back and look to try and mount the somewhat late comeback. Score now is 23-21. So Samford is a point away from a set point, or playing for a set point, rather. Niesler tries to put it away again, but it's dug out by number 9 of the Demons, and off the top of the block of the Bulldogs. Pfeiffer with the set. Niesler trying to hit it again, and it's off the top of the block and out of bounds. And now the Bulldogs will have 2 set points. 3 set points, rather, excuse me. And Niesler will be rewarded with the service here, number 9 for the Bulldogs. And she serves it across. Dug out by the Bulldogs. or the Demons rather, excuse me. But now dug out by the Bulldogs. Gabby Greenwald trying to end it, but just a little off the side of her hand there, and the score is now 24-22. Still Samford with the advantage now by 2, though. And so number 10 of Northwestern State will now serve it across for the Demons. Wagner with the dig, Pfeiffer with the set. Back to Wagner for the kill, and she will end the first set. And that will do it for this first set here in the Pete Hanna Center. This is the Samford Sports Network. This is Johnny and Kaylee, and we'll be right back after this break.
Game day brings out the best in all of us. Regions, every day is game day.
The guy was a legend on the field.
He poured everything he had into this game.
You gotta wonder what he's doing on game day now.
Guys, cupcakes are ready.
Ooh, cupcakes?
Better game days call for better pizza.
Now get 2 medium, 2-topping pizzas for just $6.99 each. Try our new cinnamon pull-aparts for just $6.
Better ingredients.
Better pizza.
Papa John's.
At Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers, we believe in service.
Maintenance service, tire service, repair service,
and most importantly, customer service.
We believe in treating our customers with respect and integrity while offering all the services you need for your car.
Most of all, at Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers,
we believe in keeping cars on the road, keeping families safe,
and keeping you coming back whenever the need arises.
And we are back here in the Pete Hanna Center in Birmingham, Alabama on the Samford Sports Network. Kelly, what really stuck out to you that first set?
Both teams just came out and really gave it their all. The score was close in points the whole time. Samford would score, then Northwestern would score. So it had really good rallies.
Definitely. I think if there was one person you could say that maybe was just the MVP, I guess it would have to be Gabby Greenwald. She had 5 or 6 kills, but Bogner's giving her a run for the money there, so I'm a little bit hesitant to say so because she also had a number of kills and she had a few blocks as well.
And Katie Niesler's coming back after a few mishaps, the first few rallies, but she has great power, and when she can control that power, the ball just sits on the court.
Definitely. It just flies out of her hand, and it's a little rocket launcher attached to the shoulder there, so to speak. So the players are coming back onto the court now after the set break. And it looks like TJ Russell was going to go out for the Bulldogs, and she will start the second set on the bench as Grace Theismann's coming back on, the libero, and Katie Niesler is going to start the second set serving for the Bulldogs. Number 9. And she serves it across. Demons dig it out in the set. And it is just at the top level of the net. And Samford gets the first point of the set. And Samford will continue serving, and it's across and just barely out. And the score is now tied 1-1. And Northwestern State is on the board. Number 2, Kylie Spencer, subbing in for the Demons, and she will serve it. And she stands a mile behind that service line. And it is off the block of the Bulldogs. And it is a point for Northwestern State, and they will continue serving. That is a bit odd to see someone serving from that far back, don't you think? Grace digs it out. Pfeiffer with the set. Kiana Wicks gets the kill. I think that is her first of the match. And making her presence felt in the middle is number 11 of the Bulldogs. And now Grace Theismann will serve it for the Bulldogs. Number 12, the libero, the true freshman. Really getting some big playing time, excuse me. Pfeiffer with the set. Gabby Greenwald off the top of the block. And the Demons keep it alive, but not for long as TJ Russell sends it back where it came from. And the Bulldogs take their second lead, rather, of the second set, 3-2. As the back and forth play continues. And that is an ace, first of the match for Grace Theismann of the Bulldogs. And that was really interesting in this first match this afternoon because it was an ace match. I mean, they were flying earlier this afternoon, so that's a bit different between the two matches. And Pfeiffer with the set for the Bulldogs. And Gabby Greenwald sends it into the block, and straight down it goes onto the Northwestern side. So that's going to be a point for the Bulldogs.
And Samford's just making their presence out there this set. They're coming out strong.
Definitely. I would have to agree, and they block another one right there. Erin Bogner in the middle of the courts, and that is her third block, I'm fairly certain. Grace sends it again, and it is maybe a smidge long. Looked good from here, but the ref ruled it long, so that's a point for Northwestern State. And now the libero for the Demons, number 1, Channing Burleson, will serve. And she sends it across, and it is long. So back to trading points are the two teams. And now number 16, the senior, Maddie Newsom, is going to come in for the Bulldogs, and she will sub in for Gabby Greenwald, who is also a senior. And she will serve it across. The Demons put it up and put it into the net. And, well, it was actually blocked at first. I apologize. But nonetheless, the Bulldogs get the point, and they will continue serving after a timeout from Northwestern State. And, yeah, Kaylee, like you said, the Bulldogs look like they are just fresh coming out of this set break.
Yeah, I don't know what was said during the break, but whatever was said to the girls, they really came back out with great spirits. You can see it on their faces right now that they are just having fun, and they're just doing really well.
Definitely. And no one to do that better than number 16, Maddie Newsom. She is always smiling and laughing on the court, even after a mishap or two, and she's serving out of this break, so she will try and continue to extend the Samford lead as they've jumped out to a 5-point advantage here, 8-5 early in the second set. Well, yeah, like you said, they must have put something crazy in that water for the break. I don't know. It was a different team. That first set, the Bulldogs and the Demons of Northwestern State were trading points and a whole lot of back and forth action, but out of this set break, they really just are coming out firing on just about all cylinders. And now Maddie is set up to hit it across, and she serves it to that front line of the defense of the Demons, and just under hit a little bit there by number 9, and it's into the net. And so Maddie will continue serving, and that extends the Bulldog lead to 6 now. 9-3 is the advantage for Samford. And Maddie serves it across again. It is dug out by number 9. 11 sets it, and a great dig attempt there by the freshman Grace Theismann. but she could not quite control it enough and went out of bounds. So that's the point to Northwestern State. And
Number
so now
16, Maddie Newsom, has just great ball control on her serves. She really knows where to place the ball and who to serve it to.
yes, absolutely. And it is totally, and as I'm speaking, Erin Bogner gets another monster kill there. Whole lot of power out of the right arm of number 7 for Samford, and they will serve now. And she is actually not going to serve now. She's going to be subbed off for number 15, Alana Scouten. And Scouten will show off similar skills as Newsom, as you just mentioned. A lot of control and trying to angle that service, her running jump, and sends it just a little long. And Northwestern State will get that ball back. But to your point, Maddie will definitely try and differentiate her serves by different arches, speeds, and definitely shows off that control like you mentioned. Demons serve it, and Bogner digs it. Pfeiffer with the set. TJ Russell tries to kill it, but is dug out, and it is put away by the Demons. I believe that was number 8 for Northwestern State, Lauren Agan, and they will continue to serve. Will number 9, Alexis Warren, for the Demons. And Newsom digs it. Pfeiffer with the set. And Katie Niesler cannot quite put it away. It was a great dig, though, by Northwestern State. Pfeiffer with another set. Back to Niesler. And this time she hits it right back to number 14, who digs it well. And Bogner could not quite reel that in enough. And a little mini run here by Northwestern State as they have now closed the lead down to 3. It is 10-7. Samford still ahead. But Northwestern State is not satisfied, and they're looking for more. Pfeiffer with another set. Back to Niesler, and this time she puts it away. The defense could not quite react quickly enough. And that puts the lead back at 4 for the Bulldogs. And TJ Russell, number 1, who is a redshirt junior, is back there to serve for the Bulldogs. Is dug out by the Demons. And they send it across, and it is slightly wide. So TJ will line up to serve once more, but not before the Demons take a timeout. So maybe a little change of plans there on the Demons front. They made a little run. Did you see anything different from their side?
Their defense came out a little weaker than last time. Probably has to do with the nerves. They were on such a high last game, back and forth the whole time. They're probably a little tired. So the timeout's probably good for them to calm down, collect themselves. You can't get too excited in volleyball or it just messes up everything. You got to really stay in control of the ball and of yourself.
Definitely. Don't want to get too high or too low on any one point, and definitely a great point there. Again, the score now is Samford up 5, 12-7 against Northwestern State. And just when you thought Northwestern State might make a run there, they put up 3 points in a row. Samford answered back quickly with 2 points of their own. And the head coach for Northwestern State definitely was going to be trying to see if they can't right the ship here in the second set, as they are currently down by 1 set. But obviously when there's 5 sets to be had, there's a lot of volleyball left to play. Number 5 for the Demons dug it out, but the Bulldogs could not quite answer, and it's put down, and Northwestern State gets the point. 12-8 now is the Samford advantage. And both teams make a few subs. Now coming in for Northwestern State to serve is number 4, Bailey Martin. And she will serve it low and with good velocity, but it's dug out by the Bulldogs, and it's sent back over to the Demons and off of the top of the block for the Bulldogs and down on the Bulldogs side. So that's another point for Northwestern State, and pull within 3 here, 12-9. And don't look now. They're trying to make another little run here. And maybe that timeout has served them well. We will see as they continue to try and pour it on. And that's another point, as the Bulldogs couldn't quite dig that one out. So maybe the coach had a good new strategy to implement by putting in this sub here.
That was a great hit by number 8, Lauren Agan. And like I said earlier, she was the one to look for. She's had 17 kills in her last 2 matches.
Yes, absolutely. Getting the job done, to say the least. She has been doing so. And I missed the ruling on that one, but I believe that Northwestern State was in the net. And so Samford gets the point. Lead back up to 3 now, 13-10. And speaking of 10, number 10 for the Bulldogs is going to serve it. Erica Pfeiffer across. And just a little too much power from Erica, and she sends it long. Right next to our cameraman, the mobile cameraman, I should say, Eric Biancalana over there. And now the Demons will serve it back. Number 11 serves it for the Demons, and Bogner with the dig. Pfeiffer with the set. Niesler with the hit and the kill. Demons could not quite control that dig enough and couldn't keep the ball alive. So now Niesler is rewarded with that kill, and she's going to serve it for the Bulldogs, number 9. She hits it across. The Demons dig it out. Number 11 with the set. And out of the back line for the kill try. But it's
great
saved
dig by Katie Niesler.
Yes, absolutely. And Bogner with the kill there. So it's been pretty much a two-headed monster on offense for the Bulldogs thus far. Erin Bogner and Gabby Greenwald, and then just about everything else has been icing on the cake. And another block there on the front line of the Bulldogs, and that's going to be a combo between Gabby Greenwald and Kiana Wicks. And now we've got Katie continuing to serve, and the lead is up to 5 once more for the Bulldogs, 16-11. Katie serves it across. And they're going to call it over the net, and into the net, rather, against Northwestern State. And it would have been a kill for Erin Bogner once more had that not been the case. So Niesler serves it again, and it's hit into the net by Northwestern State, and a double touch has been called. So that's another point for the Bulldogs, and the lead is swelled very quickly up to 7 points now, 18-11. The Demons trying to see if they can't calm everything down and get it back on the tracks here. And they've got the set and the hit attempt. And it's off the top of the blocks, but the Bulldogs keep it alive. Bogner trying to kill it again, and she will do so effectively. And wow, all of a sudden, the Bulldogs are turning on the afterburners here. And Niesler is going to serve again, and I don't know, maybe she's just getting comfortable back there and saying, all right, girls, let's just keep this thing moving. The Demons try and answer back, but it's off the top of the block, and it's saved by Pfeiffer, and it's blocked this time against Bogner, and Pfeiffer sets it again to Bogner, and this time it is off the block but keeps moving onto this Northwestern side. It's blocked by the Bulldogs, and Niesler tries to end it, but it is saved by the Northwestern State side, and now we just have a great rally happening here. Gabby Greenwald tried to get in the action of the point and send it just a little long. And a great rally there, won by the Demons of Northwestern State, and so they will now serve it. The score is now 19-12, number 2 for Northwestern State. Kylie Spencer coming in as a sub to serve, and will stay in on defense after that serve. Pfeiffer with the set, Bogner with the kill attempt, and it is down once more. It's starting to become a trend here. Pfeiffer with the set, Bogner with the kill. I mean, that's something right there. Got a little ring to it. And it's sent across by Theismann to the Demons, and did not quite get under the ball and angled enough, and so the Demons hit into the net, and now the lead for the Bulldogs is up to 9 points. The Bulldogs are going to make a sub here. Morgan St. Germain, number 5, is going to come in for number 9, Katie Niesler, for defensive purposes, excuse me.
Morgan making her appearance this game.
And TJ with the block for the Bulldogs at the net, and another block off the top, TJ Russell. Piper with the set, and they're going to call into the net on Erica Pfeiffer there.
Samford just has great communication this set. They're really talking, calling the ball, and they're really taking charge of the court.
Yes, absolutely. I would say that's one of the most apparent differences this set for sure. Gabby Greenwald splits the block at the net and puts it down, and now she's going to be subbed out by fellow senior number 16, Maddie Newson, for the service. And now the Samford lead is back up to 9 points, 22-13. Newson with the running start, serves it, and it almost looked like it would be an ace for a second. Pfeiffer with the set, Bogner with the kill attempt, and it is down once more. And she has got to have just about her numbers worth in kills thus far. She's got to have about 7 or 8. She's settled into a very nice groove, and Maddie serves a little change up over there, trying to catch the defense off guard, and it looks like it has worked as they hit it straight into the net. And Samford now has set point 24-13 here, and Newson is back to serve once more, and she hits it across. Not a change-up this time, more of a line drive, and it's off the side of TJ Russell's block, and it goes down. And Northwestern State will not want to go quietly here, so they're staying valiant and definitely working hard out there.
Let's see if they can make a move.
Definitely trying to make that comeback here. Number 14 serving.
Out.
And she serves it just long for Northwestern State, and that's going to be the second set here at the Pete Hanna Center at Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama. And we will be right back after this on the Samford Sports Network.
Meet Pete and Paul, twins so much alike, friends call them Pete and Repeat. But Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama treats them as individuals. Each gets a health insurance plan designed to meet his specific needs. One is a self-employed entrepreneur, the other working for a large company. After all, no two customers are alike, especially in Alabama. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters. Find out how we can cover you.
Discovering new things is good. For example, you may discover that the best bank in town isn't a bank.
August 26, 2016. A day entering freshmen will always remember as their move-in day. It's a day they and their family will remember for the rest of their lives.
It's my next chapter. I'm not sure what I'm doing with my life yet, but one step at a time, and I know the first step is going to Samford, and so after that we'll see what comes next.
It's exciting. He was nearly jumping out of his skin yesterday. He was so excited to get here. So, which makes me as a mom happy because I got to let him go, but at least he's going someplace that he's excited about and he can call home.
The joy and being, I'm about to cry, being so excited for her to start her life here.
And since this is the big day, Samford wants to make it as easy as possible. Hundreds of volunteers from campus greet you as you pull up, unload your stuff, and move all that stuff right into your room as you park. Easy as that.
It's a hard enough time to just let go of this child that you've poured so much into over the past 18, 19 years. And it's just a very emotional time, so we want to do whatever we can to make this transition a little bit easier and give them one less thing to worry about.
I remember my freshman year, it was just a lot of happy faces and like a lot of words of encouragement that got me through it. And so I'm hoping like smiles and showing like it's not that big of a deal. Like, it is, but we're here to help you get through it. You're not alone kind of deal.
It's so welcoming, and like already like people are getting along, and I met someone from orientation and I already got to say hi to them again, and it's been a lot of fun because everyone's kind of already very nice. It's already a sweet kind of community here.
And hey, only family would be out in this Alabama heat and humidity helping you move in. And that's what the class of 2020 is now, part of our Samford family.
We support each other and everything. And so when you pull up and there are 40 people mauling your car trying to take your stuff out, I think it really sets a very early impression of what Samford's about.
Seeing the community when we came and seeing the familiar faces and everyone being so excited and helping us, and like we were having problems and people were like, oh, we're totally here to help you, and so that was great. So probably seeing everyone willing to take their time and help us.
It's a great atmosphere. It's nice and calming, and it can be overwhelming at times, but it's also a good feeling that you know that people care enough to be able to help you around, and that it's just keeps it going and keeps you want to keep helping.
My daughter and I, we were talking on the way over, and that's the very first thing that struck her that made her want to come here was that feeling of belonging and family.
For parents, as the room comes together a little bit more and more with each passing hour, it will come time to say goodbye. But they know Samford is here for their daughters and sons.
When we came for orientation, they just totally set my mind at ease that he was going to be just fine no matter what. Even if he did get a little homesick, I know that he'll be just fine. The faculty and staff just proved that at orientation, so I am excited for him.
What's the hardest part about today as a dad?
The hardest part is to try not to cry, because I know she's ready, and this is the beginning of a whole new chapter in her life.
So as the day closes, there's plenty of smiles, a good bit of tears, but the exciting thing is, a new class begins their amazing Samford journey. For Samford University, I'm Brad Radisi.
Samford provided my own children with a great education. Samford has been a part of my family for about 7 decades, going back to a grandfather and an uncle and an aunt who came here and served here for many years. Samford has been a place where I've served as a volunteer, as a member of an advisory board, as a trustee. I've seen Samford from all angles, and I've seen the product that it produces. Great young citizens who are intent on making a difference in the world. And many of those young people wouldn't have a chance to come to school like this without scholarship support, which we can't provide, without people donating money to the university. So I support Samford to help them make the world a better place.
There are so many different ways that you can give. You don't just have to give blindly, you can make a choice. If you're an alum of a particular school, you could give to that school or to a program that you are involved with or that you really care about. And you can give any amount that you want. There's no pressure put on you.
It really speaks to what we're all about. And, you know, namely, that's being the gospel on display. And one of the main components of being the gospel on display is being a servant and giving of yourself. And so when we give of ourselves, whether it's our financial resources or our time, to these causes that you're speaking about and to projects and initiatives on campus, it speaks to and affirms really what we stand for.
This year, as every year, Dana and I will be making gifts to Samford, and we will do so joyfully because we believe in it. And I just ask each of you to join me in doing the same. Thank you.
And we are back in the Pete Hanna Center here at Samford University in Birmingham, Alabama. This is the Samford Sports Network. I'm Johnny Richards, and this is
Callie Talby.
And we are witnessing a great match here today between the Samford Bulldogs and the Northwestern State Demons. Samford has jumped out to a 2-0 set lead in this best of 5 or otherwise first to 3 sets match, as are all college volleyball matches. And Callie, what really just stuck out to you in those first 2 sets?
I mean, we have those 3 key players for Samford right now in the first 2 sets. Erin Bongar and Grace Teasman, the true freshman defensive specialist, along with Gabby Greenwald. And so just looking for those girls to come out here and just do more of what they've been doing. Katie Niesler got back in the swing of things this set, so that'll be good to see her in the future.
Definitely. I couldn't have said it better. Gabby and Erin Bogner definitely led the offensive charge for the Bulldogs, as they each had multiple kills on offense. And like you said, the libero for Samford, number 12, the true freshman, Grace Teisman, had a fantastic show on defense and was useful in the service game as well. For Northwestern State, I think the girl you highlighted out of the gate, number 8, Lauren Agon, really is going to have to be leaned upon very heavily by the Demons here if they're going to mount this comeback. And
she's had some kills this game, not as many as normal, so maybe they came out fired up for this next part of the game.
Definitely.
Trying to change some things up.
Yes, absolutely. And they were almost searched for. The Demons were a little late out of the gate here in this set break. But they're out here now, and it looks as though they will start us on serve
with number 11,
Natalie Yager, and she is a lefty in the southpaw, a senior out of, I'm not going to try and pronounce that town. I'm sorry. And it's a miscommunication on the first point of the set for the Demons. It leads to a point for the Bulldogs.
But great dig by Natalie Yeager. Like you said, just miscommunication there. No one went for it on the Demon side.
Definitely. And Niesler serves it just long for the Bulldogs, and that puts both teams on the board at 1. And Northwestern State makes a sub, and that's Kylie Spencer, number 2, into serve. She serves it. Got the deep serve, and it's dug out by Teisman, up by Pfeiffer, and Bogner tries to put it away, but it's dug out by the Demons. Pfeiffer with the set, and Kiana Wicks gets on the kill board for the third set here. And she is subbed out right after that.
Now we have the true freshman, number 12, Maddie serving.
And it's blocked by Samford, but it goes straight down and out of bounds off of the hands of TJ Russell and Gabby Greenwald there. So now the libero for Northwestern State, number 1, Channing Burleson, steps up to the line for the service, and she sends it across. Bogner with the dig, Pfeiffer with the set. Gabby Greenwald tried to catch the defense off guard with the changeup and may have messed up the rhythm, so they sent it long, but they called a net violation on the Bulldogs, so the point went to Northwestern State. And Burleson will continue serving. Bogner with the dig. Pfeiffer with the set. Back to Bogner, and she puts it away. Off an errant dig of number 2, Kylie Spencer of Northwestern State, and that will get the point to Samford and tie it up at 3. In as a sub for Samford now to serve, number 16, Maddie Newson, the senior, and she hits a line drive that just carries out of bounds, and that'll give Northwestern State the lead again. And as was the case with the other 2 sets, this set has started with a lot of back and forth scoring thus far, the score being 4-3. And Tyson with the dig, Pfeiffer with the set. Bogner off the top of the block, and the Demons keep it alive, and not for long as they hit it into the net for a double touch. And Samford gets the point and ties it back up at 4. And now Erin Bogner will go back and not serve, She is now being subbed out by number 15, Alana Scouten, and Alana will now show off her running serve as she tries to add some curve and add some angle to that serve. Maybe catch the defense napping a little bit. And it is hit into the net, and both teams fought for it, and it ends up coming out to Northwestern State, who puts it away on the arm of number 9, and that is starter Alexis Warren. And she will now serve. The Bulldogs made a sub right after the play. I could not quite see who it was that came back onto the the court, And Katie Niesler was stuffed at the net. Pfeiffer with the set. TJ Russell was stuffed, and it was sent back like a cannon off the Demon block there in the middle. And now they will continue serving, trying to extend that lead. The lead is 6-4 in favor of Northwestern State, and they serve it. Maddie Newsom with the block. Pfeiffer with the set, but it went on 2. Bogner with the dig there. Pfeiffer with the set. Bogner hits it across, trying for the kill, but it's dug well by number 9. And number 9 sends it just long. And the point goes to Samford. And now TJ Russell, number 1, redshirt junior, will go back and serve the middle blocker, who looks to be sporting some new tape on her left hand, so maybe we'll have an update on that later. Bogner with the dig, Pfeiffer with the set. Niesler with the kill attempt, and it's dug out very well by the Demons. Niesler with the set, Pfeiffer with the set, and Niesler tried for that changeup kill attempt, but it is readied for by the defense, but Demons keeping it alive. They send it back over. And Pfeiffer with the set once more to Niesler, and she is stuffed at the net, and it is sent down. And point goes to Northwestern State, and that is now the advantage of 7-5 for the Demons. And back in as a service sub is Bailey Martin, and she will stay in on defense, as she has done throughout this match thus far. Bogner tried to kill it for the Bulldogs, but it is amazingly dug out by the defense of the Demons, and Bogner with a great defensive play of her own. And it is blocked at the net by the Bulldogs, but it's sent out of bounds. And Northwestern State coming out of the gate pretty well here in this third set, as Bailey Martin will serve it again for the Demons. And an errant dig there by the true freshman, and it didn't matter as the Demons sent it just a little long. And now the Bulldogs make a sub. Gabby Greenwald coming in for 16, Maddie Newson. And Erica Pfeiffer will step back and she'll serve it out of her position as setter. And she serves it across. And Theismann with the dig, but it went sideways. And a great point there for the Demons of Northwestern State as they will serve now. Number 11, Natalie Yager. The southpaw sends it across. Niesler, excuse me, into the net, and it is blocked and sent back by a combo of number 3, Courtney Seaton, and I believe number 15, Abby Guardia. And so number 11 for Northwestern State sends it across. Piper with the set. Gabby Greenwald sends it off the top of the block, but it is kept alive by the Demons. Piper with a dig set. And Gabby Greenwald almost puts it away, but a great dig there. And then Kiana Wicks sends it away finally and gets the kill. Her third of the match. And
a great tip by number 11, Kiana Wicks.
Yes.
Very good placement, good strategy right there.
Could not have said it better. That is absolutely true. Jumped on the opportunity, she did. Libero digs it for the Demons. It is sent across, and it's blocked to the net by the Bulldogs and kept alive. And Erin Wagner with the hit across, and it's back to the Bulldog side now. Gabby Greenwald stuffed the net. Piper with the set. Wagner with the kill attempt, and it is off the block sideways, and it will go down as a kill for Wagner. And
like you said earlier, this is really looking like the first set that they played, really back and forth a lot. The Demons really came out and gave it their all this time.
For sure. They are coming out with reckless abandon here with that 2-point lead at this moment, 10-8, and it's off the top of the block, and Samford keeps it alive. Erica Piper with the set. Gabby Greenwald with the kill, and a little miscommunication on defense there for the Demons. And a timeout from the Demons. Maybe due to that miscommunication, maybe just to make sure they're not going to run out of energy here as they've come out of the gate hot and come out with a lot of energy and communication.
Yeah, Northwestern is really utilizing their number 8 girl, Lauren Egan, who we talked about earlier today. She is their power player, and they are utilizing her a lot this game, which we haven't seen in the past sets.
Absolutely, yes. She is trying to pound that block as much as possible, and then if there's not a block there, she's definitely trying to take that advantage and put it down for the kill. And like you're saying, she really has taken advantage of those opportunities. She's trying to up her kill total, as you mentioned earlier, that she had 17 kills the past 2 games coming in, and I'm not quite sure what number she's up to at this point, but it looks as though she's kind of wearing down that block for the Bulldogs, as a few have gone sideways or backwards, and one actually went straight through, whereas in the earlier sets, she was either getting blocked or appeared to be double teamed, and so the Demons were trying to go away from her a little bit to try and see if they couldn't take advantage of a one-on-one opportunity somewhere else. So we'll see how that continues as this set moves along.
Let's see if Samford can just slow the play down, make good passes, good communication this time around.
Absolutely, and back for Samford with the serve is number 9, Katie Niesler, and she will try to see if she can't help the Bulldogs tie it up here. It's 10-9 advantage for Northwestern State, and a great save there by the true freshman, Theismann, and Piper with a good dig there. Gabby Greenwald off the top of the block, but it is kept alive by the Demons. And they hit it in the net, so the Bulldogs will continue serving, and they have tied it up indeed. It is knotted up at 10 now in this third set. And now Niesler sends it across. It is dug out by the libero. Set by number 11. and it is in off the arm of number 9 for the Demons. That is Alexis Warren, one of the starters for this squad, and she actually had that kill coming off the back row, which is a little bit less common in this great game we get to see called volleyball. And set by number 11. It's right through the middle there by number 3 for Northwestern State, and that's Courtney Seaton. And that's, I believe, her 3rd kill. But they called a net violation, and Samford gets to serve it once more. The true freshman, number 12, Grace Theismann, serves it across. And now Warren tries to put it away, and it is just a little long for the Demons. So Bulldogs will continue to serve, and they have taken the lead for the first time in a while in this set. They had tied it up a bunch of different times, but I don't think they've had the lead in some time. And that is some kind of power right there out of the arm of number 3, Seaton, for the Demons in the middle there. She's the middle blocker, and she put that one away like it was nothing. The Demons will serve again, the libero. And Piper with the set for the Bulldogs. TJ Russell tried to make sure Demons didn't get it, but they get the point regardless. And I could not quite tell who had the kill there. They were rotating very, very quickly, and with great movement normally comes good play in this game of volleyball. So Wagner with the hit. It is dug out well by the Demons, and it is out, and they ruled that it did not touch the block, so it is going to be Samford's point. And it is tied once more at 13. And Maddie Newson comes in as the sub for Gabby Greenwald, and she will serve it. And it is across and up. One of her float specials. And Warren hits it, and it is down for the kill. And perhaps this is just me, but they really have not relied on much of anyone, and I'm talking about Northwestern State here, other than Warren and number 8, the outside hitter, of course, Lauren Egan. And do you think they really need to try and find a third hitter here?
I mean, well, that would always be a great thing to have, but when you have such power with Lauren Egan, if she's doing well, then why not continue to set her?
Very good point. And she is actually off the court at this moment, so they will definitely be leaning on Warren as Niesler gets it to fall on the back line there.
Once again, Niesler has great power. Like I said before, it's just all about controlling that power, getting the ball down.
Definitely. They ended up ruling in the net violation against Samford, so that kill will actually not go down on the books. So all for naught for Niesler, but it was a great kill nonetheless. And this time she gets it, and I get the ball. And off the block, and it goes sideways from the Northwestern State block. And so Samford will tie it back up at 15. TJ Russell serves it with not quite enough oomph, and it is in the net. And so Northwestern State will regain the lead 16-15. And back to serve is the sub number 4 for Northwestern State, Bailey Martin, and she will see if she can try and extend this Demon lead. Newsom with the dig, and Bogner with the hit, and she sends it across, but it's dug out well by Martin. And Bogner with a dig, and Pfeiffer does well to defend. Wow, a great save by the Bulldogs there, keeping the ball alive. And it just falls inside that line over there on the far side of the court. And so Bailey Martin will continue to serve for Northwestern State, and they have extended that lead to 2 now, 17-15. Wagner with the dig, Piper with the set. Kiana Wicks at the top of the block, but it's kept alive, but only momentarily as she gets that kill. And so number 11, that was her 4th kill of the game. A senior for Samford, middle blocker. And now Piper, the setter, number 10, also a senior, will step back and serve. And she sends it across. The libero digs it. Number 11 with the set. And Grace Theismann, the freshman for Samford, digs it well. And right back at it. The back line of the Demons have a great dig. And Pfeiffer has a great dig. And Gabby Greenwald tries to end it, but another good dig there by Warren this time. And now Gabby Greenwald saves it for the Bulldogs, keeps it alive. Katie Niesler, tried to end it, and she'll try to do so again, and she does it. As the defense could not quite react quick enough, as Agon made a diving attempt, hit the ball, but didn't quite get enough control on it. And so Pfeiffer will continue to serve as the Bulldogs have now tied it up at 17 here in this third set. Pfeiffer sends it across, and it's diving down. But Warren get the dig there, and a great dig on the Bulldog side by Aaron Bogner. Niesler with another kill in the same fashion as last time. This time it actually hit straight court. And
great ball placement right there. Great control. She definitely knew where she wanted that ball, and it went there.
Absolutely.
Like you said earlier, Northwestern State is doing a lot of setting the back row. That can come in handy a lot, just depending on where you want the ball on the other side. And I noticed every time number 8, Lauren Agan, is back there, that they'll set her back there, and why not?
Definitely. Absolutely. Trying to get her that momentum coming out of the back row and seeing if she can't get maybe a better angle from back there and a different angle, a different look for that offense of the Demons. And they're looking to see if they can't retake the lead here. Samford has gone on a mini run to take the lead 18-17. And as we just previously mentioned, Katie Niesler has really just all of a sudden exploded again in the same fashion she did that first match today. 2 kills in a row, and doing so in maybe not the most conventional way in terms of when you talk about kills, you normally think power, you normally think just overpowering the opponent, but with the past 2, she just placed it very well, had a lot of control and poise, and just the velocity was just as it needed to be. And so we're back in action here. Number 10, Pfeiffer, sends it across for the Bulldogs. It's dug out and sent across. Northwestern State wins the battle at the net, and so they will serve it now to try and reclaim that lead. It's 18 all. And that's number 11 serving now for Northwestern State, Natalie Yeager. And the southpaw sends it across. Set by Pfeiffer. And third time was not quite the charm for Samford, but it is blocked and sent back anyways off of the duo of Kiana Wicks and Gabby Greenwald there by the Bulldogs. And they called a net violation, it appears. So they have actually awarded that point to Northwestern State, so that is not going to go down as a block. We had a momentary pause for a shoelace, and Northwestern State sends it just a little long, and so it's tied once more at 19, and Katie Niesler is going to try and see if she can't put the Bulldogs out of the teens and into the 20s here on the point total. And she sends it across. Warren with the dig, number 11. Tried to keep it alive and just could not quite keep it together for the Demons. And
great block by Kiana Wicks.
Definitely.
Which made the ball just fall right out of Northwestern's hands.
Absolutely. She just pounced right there in the opportunity and definitely trying to disrupt anything she can on that side. And that's 2 points in a row. That's actually an ace off the arm of Niesler for the Samford Bulldogs. And now they've got the lead by 2, 21-19. Looking to try and see if they can't. And another ace, 2 in a row. So had won the whole game or the whole match, and 2 in a row, just like that. And Niesler making her presence felt in more ways than one in this match. And set by Yeager. Warren with the kill attempt, and it's dug by Pfeiffer, and Wicks with the kill. And that will put the lead up to 4 now. That is the biggest lead of the set for the Bulldogs. And
Samford's really making this Northwestern team, their defense, work really hard right now.
yes, absolutely. They're trying to see if they can't confuse with the rotations and making sure they're trying to keep the defense on their toes.
And there was Lauren Igner with that killer hit that she has.
Yes, indeed. Number 8, Agon, with the kill there. And trying to see if she can't will the Demons back to another set here. Pfeiffer with the hit up to Bogner, and she kills it. First time in a little bit for Bogner that she's gotten a kill, but effective nonetheless.
So the Bulldogs are going to go for a set point right here.
Set and match point, and we'll see if the freshman can deliver here. This is Grace Theismann, and she serves it over, and the Demons couldn't quite get the ball to drop yet, so the point continues, and Warren tries to put it away. It's dug out by Gabby Greenwald after she blocked it, and Erin Wagner hit it across. Yeager with the set. Seaton with the hit, but it is ruled a net violation against the Bulldogs and for the Demons, so they will continue. And now they are down by 3, 24-21. Still match and set point for the Bulldogs of Samford. Bogner with the dig, Pfeiffer with the set, Bogner with the kill, and that is it. Bogner delivers the final blow, and what a fitting way to end it, because she just was very steady in the whole match.
This was her game, and she closed it out beautifully.
Could not have said it more concisely and better myself. She was, without a doubt, the most consistent offensive weapon for the Bulldogs this evening. And not alone, obviously, as Kiana Wicks added some great kills and timely kills at that. Gabby Greenwald started off very hot the first 2 sets with some kills. I think we would be reminiscent to say that the true freshman didn't do her job, because Grace Theismann definitely did on defense at the libero position. Anyone else that really stuck out to you this match?
You really covered them all. I mean, TJ Russell with some great blocks, along with number 13, Gabby Greenwald. They were just a duo at the net tonight. Grace Theismann, we've been talking about her the whole game. She's going to be fun to see in the coming season. She's just so good, and it's raw talent that she has. Can really get the ball up out of any situation.
Absolutely, and it's wild to think that this is the 6th game of her this is the 6th match of her college career. She's a true freshman, and you just have to wonder. She's already starting. She's already playing this huge role. By season's end, I mean, obviously this is very early on, but I have not seen any freshman thus far that would outplace her on a freshman All-American team for the conference, anything of that sort. But obviously that'll be coming in the future. And that is all from the Pete Hanna Center tonight in Birmingham, Alabama, on the campus of Samford University. This is Johnny Richards and
Callie Talby
signing off for the Samford Sports Network. We hope you join us next time, and good night to you.